is currently a method to insta-kill any boss fight in Black Ops 6 Zombies. Insta-killing the Z-Rex, the Guardian, Patient 13, and you'll want to act fast if you want to use it. So in this video, let me show you exactly how to do this and go through all 5 boss fights to show you what works with this method and what doesn't. There is no doubt this is going to be patched very soon, so take advantage of it whilst you can. Now, in order to do this trick, you simply need 2 things. The first is you're going to need a free fire gobble gum, and I'm sure if you've been playing zombies a lot, you will have earned a few of these at this point. So make sure that is equipped in your gobble gum pack, and the only other thing you'll need is the drill charge launcher on the underbarrel of any assault rifle or marksman rifle in the game. Pretty much every assault rifle in the game has the drill charge underbarrel locked until about weapon level 40 or above. But once in a game with that weapon equipped and the free fire gobble gum, as showcased here on Shattered Veil, this is a true insta-kill. All you do is pop the free fire gobble gum, switch to the drill charge attachment, and the gameplay just explains it all for itself. The damage is absolutely ridiculous, getting him down to 40% health, but when he jumps up onto the cliff, you continue to shoot him, and the health bar just completely depletes to 0. You've taken down the Z-Rex so quick that the game doesn't even know what to do. So the boss fight goes into that survival phase where you're just going to have a ton of zombies spawning, and once completed, the Z-Rex will jump back down from the cliff. But as you see, when he jumps back down, he immediately dies, insta-killing the Z-Rex within literally 10 seconds. It's absolutely insane, and there is no other weapon in the game or method that insta-kills the Z-Rex like this. But it's not just Shattered Veil where this trick is absolutely incredible, but Citadelle de Morts' boss fight is apparently also insane with this trick. So I've never tried this before against this boss fight, so I'm hoping that we're going to have some really crazy stuff in this. So we're going to spawn in. I'm going to swap over to my drill charges. We're going to pop our free fire. And then as soon as we see that health bar appear, we're just going to spam away. I'm also going to pop my Ether Shroud. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. And yep, just like that, insta killed, just like what we saw on Shattered Veil. That is absolutely ridiculous. I've never seen anything in this game one phase this boss fight, and yet there it is. So if you're ever struggling with this, definitely recommend you use this method for this boss fight as well, because that was just ridiculous. And I've just noticed as well that there is a major difference if the weapon is Pack-a-Punch. So for the ultimate damage, definitely triple Pack-a-Punch, because I tried this with a non-Pack-a-Punch weapon and I only managed to get him down to half health. So definitely Pack-a-Punch your weapon. But that was so insane. I want to test it on at least one of the other boss fights in the game to see if it's viable for that, and that is going to be Terminus. So let's go over to Terminus. Okay, so we're now on Terminus, about to try and take down Patient 13 in one go with this method. I have a feeling it's not gonna work because the boss fight is designed to be split into multiple stages, but we can at least see if it is possible. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead, pop out the drill charge. Let's go ahead and pop our free fire. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And there we go. He's already immune. We got him down from that first phase like instantly. But I think, yeah, that's all that's going to happen with that, sadly, because he has multiple phases. Like I mentioned, I don't think it's even possible to insta-kill this boss, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. We were 2 for 2 at this point, and I'd argue that those are the 2 hardest boss fights in the game as well, that you can just immediately delete. It would have been nice if this one also did, because up until now, I think a few months ago when the game first came out, it definitely was possible to insta-kill Patient 13, but they've sort of updated him a bit now where he has these pauses in between, so it's literally impossible to insta-kill him, unfortunately. But when he's back, how much health he's gonna have, because that will show how much damage you can at least do to him. But I'm pretty confident that if you play this particular boss fight in co-op with this method, oh, look at how much health he's got. He's only got a quarter of it left. So let's take a look. So, oh wait, he's already immune. Wait, what What is happening here? What just happened? Is the game maybe getting confused because he only had a quarter of his health left, that it thinks we got through phase 1 and then instantly when he came back we got through phase 2? If that's the case, that's actually pretty hilarious. But as I was saying, if you do this in co-op with multiple players all running this with free fire at separate intervals, you're probably gonna have a lot more of a chance of being able to actually take him down in either one go or if not 2 phases of it. Unfortunately, I can't get another free fire to bring in at this point. It'd be amazing if I could, because it definitely would seal the deal. But yeah, this confirms we're at the final stage of this, because we've got amalgams, which you only get when you're on the final part of this boss fight. So yeah, as you can see, he's down to his final bit of health and he's going to slam down. Let's avoid that. Right, let's go ahead and pop Ether Shroud. And I guess all we can really do is just spam him with this. He's obviously going to have his wipe attack. But unfortunately, yeah, he cannot get insta-killed, which sucks. Right, that is a wipe. We definitely want to avoid that at all costs. Okay, so when he sticks his tongue forwards like this and you put Napalm Burst, you can very quickly take him out. So, confirmed. Not an insta-kill for this boss, but it's 3/4 of an insta-kill. Which, I mean, you can't really argue with. It's obviously... The insta-kill would be great, but I think the way Treyarch have designed the boss, it's just literally impossible for you to ever be able to, unfortunately. But still definitely worth doing, as it gets you all the way to the final parts of Patient 13 with no trouble at all in literally seconds. Now on the tomb, it isn't possible to insta-kill the Sentinel artifact, unfortunately, because it literally doesn't take any explosive damage. However, I do think you will be able to insta-kill every single mini boss phase with this thing and clear it within a minute. So we're going to put that to the test. But first of all, we need to get there. For the first parts of the fight, we're just going to be doing as normal, where we need to break these Sentinel artifacts using a normal gun. And if you're not using the Maelstrom, then you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. This thing is just busted. But now we're into the phase where we're actually going to have a zombie boss. So let's go ahead, drop this, pop our gobblegum here, and then we've got our first thing right here. So I think it already spawned. Yep. And then we need to go ahead, shoot it with the mirror. There we go. The mirror's destroyed, and we've got like 3/4 of this thing left. So you're seeing right here, it is literally insta killing. Okay, here's our elite that we've got to take out here, and as you see, literally again insta kills these elite bosses. And there we go, that's the second one done. Oh, we're slightly running out of time with it though. As you can see, yeah, we're about to... Oh, no. We're about to run out of time with it. Oh, that sucks. So it seems that this does insta-kill the bosses, but you just don't get enough time with it to be able to use it across all 4 phases, which is a little gutting. So you're going to have to complete the rest of the phases like normal. So in co-op, again, this will absolutely work, because if one free fire gets you 2 phases done, and that was on solo, then definitely in a co-op game, then you should have no trouble at all activating multiple phases of free fire and be able to take down all of these elites instantly. So definitely recommend taking in like the Maelstrom so you can get the final bits done, because yeah, unfortunately it can't fully insta-kill all of the bosses. And for the Sentinel artifact, it doesn't work anyway, because it can't take explosive damage. So you can't just fire at the artifact and just insta-kill it that way. Because look, I know we're at the final phase, but if I show you here, it will be invulnerable to explosives. As you see, they're immune. There you go, it's immune. So it's the tomb that you can't insta-kill the boss fight on, and obviously Liberty Falls, because that doesn't have a typical boss fight. And the way that boss fight works is that it is in several phases where the zombies and the bosses slowly spawn over time. So no matter how quickly you take out those zombies, there is still a specific number that has to spawn for a phase to be completed. However, if you do pop free fire and use the drill charge in the final phase, it absolutely obliterates the HVT abomination and mangler like nothing you've seen before, and wiping out all of the zombies as well. And typically once you've taken out the abomination, that's when the boss fight ends. But because the abomination and mangler are taken out so quickly in this method, you still have to survive and take down zombies for a little bit longer before you get the final cutscene to play.